Father Matt Frisbee is joining us right now, and I don't know where you start on a day like today. So much happening in the world of sports. Hey, Father, how are you?
Good morning, Ron. I'm great. How are you doing?
Terrific.
Well, that's great. Yeah, you're right. There's so much to talk about. I want to talk mostly college football, but we need to start actually with baseball because we are in the championship series, both in the American and National Leagues. The American League, let's just go back quickly. Detroit and Seattle, they had quite a series going to 5 games, and then that 5th game in Seattle being decided in the 15th inning.
15
with
innings.
Seattle moving on. And now they lead that American League ALCS 2-0 over Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of former Guardians in that series.
Yeah, Josh Naylor gave him a good home run, a 2-run homer, right?
Yes, for Seattle, Josh Naylor, former Guardian first baseman for Seattle now, and then about 4 or 5 former Guardians on Toronto. But I really want to talk about last night's Brewers-Dodger game. About, say, the second, third, fourth innings, somewhere around there, Dodgers have bases loaded, 1 out, and Max Muncy hits a ball to deep center. Looks like it has a chance to go. The center fielder leaps up, robs it. It's in his glove, comes out, bounces off the wall, ricochets off the wall. The center fielder, which means that's a fair ball, that's not a catch. Center fielder catches it off the wall and makes a great relay throw to the shortstop, who makes a great relay throw to the catcher, gets the force play at home, and then the catcher runs up to third because no one was there and gets the double play on what should have been at least 1 run for the Dodgers. Now, the Dodgers won the game last night, but it was an incredible play.
That was like inches from a grand slam, right?
Correct.
Oh, man.
Inches from a grand slam becomes a double play with the Dodgers scoring no runs there. It was amazing.
Wow.
But let's move to college football here. Big news, really, is that Penn State, a team that was ranked number 2 going into the season, has lost 3 games in a row, beginning with that game against Oregon, but then inexplicably losing at UCLA, going into that game as a 20-plus point favorite, and then losing at home this past weekend to Northwestern, again as a 20-plus point favorite. And that has led to the firing of their head coach, James Franklin. So, big shakeup there in the Big Ten with James Franklin getting fired and his $49 million buyout. So he's now getting paid a lot of money to do nothing right now.
Yeah, wow. What a great gig if you can lose it, right?
That's right. The other thing in the Big Ten, it's worth mentioning, and this really, was noteworthy. Indiana, who's looked good all year, and really we could talk about their coach, Curt Cignetti, who's in his second year there. Indiana went out to Oregon, and Oregon is a tough place to play. Autzen Stadium is even though it's not a huge stadium or anything, that's a tough place for visitors. Oregon had an 18-game win streak at home going, and Indiana comes in there and really handled Oregon pretty well. I mean, the 30-20 win. So it really says Indiana, they were not a one-hit wonder last season, and it also says this team is a real contender, not just for the college football playoffs, but they really are probably a contender for the national championship.
Yeah, they're looking good. They really are.
And I don't think anyone, if you had said the beginning of this year, definitely not at the beginning of last year, no one would have, if someone had said Indiana is going to compete for a national championship in football, they would have laughed at you because Indiana has not been a football power ever. Mm-hmm. So this is really something.
Yeah, number 3. I mean, wow.
Yeah, that's right. So, Ohio State just keeps humming along. They took care of business in Champaign against Illinois. Illinois ranked 16th, pretty good team. And their offense playing pretty well the last couple of weeks, and Ohio State's defense took care of them. Michigan took it on the chin, went out to L.A. to play USC in the Coliseum, and USC with a pretty big win there. which is a classic Rose Bowl matchup, USC and Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
But USC is a big win, 31-13. So,
and how about the border battle with BGSU pulling that kind of an upset, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. I almost forgot. Yeah, the Battle of I-75, Toledo and Bowling Green. Toledo takes a 21-0 lead. They're in control of this game, and I didn't see that.
Yeah, I
and
thought
they
had
end
it
up
sewn up.
losing.
Mm-hmm.
They got 2 points at the end of the game because Bowling Green did whatever to run out clock and, gave up a safety. But Bowling Green, basically, after giving up 21, scores 28 unanswered points. And you look statistically, Toledo outplayed Bowling Green, doubled the number of first downs, nearly doubled the number of total yards. In every way, Toledo probably should have won this game. Now, turnovers, problem for Toledo there. They turned the ball over a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really, a great rivalry here in our area. And Eddie George, in his first year as Bowling Green head coach, gets the big rivalry win over Toledo.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. No one saw that coming. And like you say, we thought it was all sewn up. Not over till it's over.
Yeah, you got that right. And now, for a lot of Toledo fans, it's going to make them question Jason Candle, the head coach there at Toledo, who pretty consistently every year has a good team and probably has one of the more talented rosters every year in the MAC, and kind of finds ways to lose at times, games that probably has no business losing, and here's probably one of them.
Yeah. Wow. There's a lot. It's tough to decide what you want to pay closest attention to because, you've got all these sports kind of going on at once. That's what I love about sports. There's always something to talk about in sports. And, of course, now with the Mariners 2 games up on this, best of 7 series, right? We're going to see who ends up in the World Series.
That's exactly right. And as you said, Ron, all these sports, and I do actually have a day job, too, that I have to pay more attention to than
kinda
sports.
Keeps you busy there, yeah.
Especially on the weekend. But, yeah, I'm just going. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. Good thing we don't have to talk about the Browns this week.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for putting that in perspective for us. We appreciate that Sports Roundup. We look forward to this every Tuesday, so thank you for it.
Oh, thank you, Ron. Always happy to be with you.
Have a great day.
Thank you, too. God bless.